I have done a video on this in the past, not too long ago. I want to reiterate because a lot of people are getting fear on this. Not necessarily anyone that comes to this channel, but in general, if you can tell others and explain this to them, you may very well wake them up. Nuclear weapons. Same temperatures you make glass out of. Okay? And I'm bringing this up because Putin is, threatening that he has a weapon, a mushroom cloud to get rid of 1.3 million people, right? 1.3. Very easy calculations here. The 1 is an A, the 3 is a C, AC, Antichrist. Where is it launched from? A place called Astrakhan. That's the initials AC. What a coincidence. 13, again, 1 is A, 3 is C, and that's also two 13s. Okay, that's M and M. That's 33 in their black magic garbage. So back to the nuclear weapons. They test those. They used to test them, allegedly, in the sands of the desert, in the same temperatures that you make glass out of, with sand. Okay? There are no sheets of glass out there 20 miles wide, 100 foot thick. There would be, if what they were doing was real. It's not real. Do not give energy to the numbers of the Antichrist or the beast system. That's all that's going on. Nothing more, nothing less. They do not have the capabilities or the intellect to do what they say. This is all fear-based energy gathering for those number sets because they want to do a number on you. You've all heard that phrase. Excuse me. And that's a fact. The phrases they give you, a lot of times they sound silly, when in fact they were meant to sound that way for the most part, when they're actual truths. So they no longer test in the desert. They don't do it because people were catching on. I know I was thrown off of their channels years ago, and now they test them underwater, which is even more ridiculous. Underwater because no one can trace what's happening under there, right? If you were to allegedly have a bomb that large go off under the water of the ocean, there would be no mushroom cloud. The water would evaporate so fast there would be nothing but steam for hundreds of miles, and they couldn't record anything probably for, I don't know, a day at least, maybe longer, before the steam left that area. So don't fall for this nuclear lies. I remember in school they had us, it petrified me when I was like, I remember being like maybe 5 years old or something. And in school they had us hide under our desk with a book over our heads because they wanted to put you through the drill of a possible nuclear war, right? Do you know how many kids grew up petrified and nervous and had bad nerves over something like that? These tactics work. Don't let them work on your friends or family. Explain to some of them the sand that they tested in and the temperatures they allegedly had. There should be massive sheets of glass. Why don't they want to show us that? Okay? You may very well wake somebody up enough for them to examine other things. And when you unveil some of these idiotic things that they have pushed on us, it causes people that are digging into the Bible to dig properly. That's a fact, because if your head is full of lies, how can you see the details of the truth in the scriptures? Because the truth of the scriptures are not laying on top. He said to dig, knock, and search, right? Well, if you're just reading topically, what are you going to find? You're not going to find anything more than when he was speaking to the people back then, and his disciples said, "Why do you speak to them like that? They don't know what you're saying." And right away, what did he say? Well, it's only for those who have eyes and ears. You have to dig, search, knock. So if you can get these falsehoods, some of these major fish hooks out of these people's mouths that are biblically connected and trying, I'm not saying they're not trying, but they have these blinders on that were given to them, you may save their soul. Literally help put them on that narrow path.